Hi YouTube, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. I was remembering, well, for about a while here I was wondering how am I going to prove what I read on the white papers about uh the Satanistic ties with the New Year's celebration. And I thought, well, I can dig up what I can dig up. And I was going to sing Old Lang Syne and then explain it to you, but I found enough adequate information. Give me 1 minute. First, I'm going to read you the Scots version. Scotland, it's lowland Scot. I was talking about the Druids, pre-Druid language of the Celts and before. And the Celts are more like a Highlander, like Highlander, one of my favorite shows, by the way. So I'm going to quickly go through the Scottish version and then show you the translation in England and English, and then I'm going to show you the notes that I made earlier on the whole thing. So here goes. It's and it was just spoken. It wasn't sung until I believe like the 1700s or something. So um, they don't know how old it is. Keep in mind, this is invoking Satan. This is a song sung to Satan and literally cursing yourself. So, God bless me and anybody hearing this. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and Auld Lang Syne? For Auld Lang Syne, my Joe, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. And surely you'll be your pint stop, and surely I'll be mine, and we'll take a cup o' kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. We ta, that's also twa, a name for Satan in um, pre-Sumerian, when they talk about the archons and them. So, okay, we twa have run about the briars and pooed the goins fine, but we've wandered a money weary foot, sing Auld Lang Syne. We twa had paid the little burn from morning sun till dine, but seas between us bade hey rowed, sing Auld Lang Syne. And there's a hand, my trusty Freyer, and ye hands o' thine will take a cup of guide Willie Watt for Auld Lang Syne. And you might know that Billy or William is also a nickname of Satan. So here's the English version. And there's a couple of these too, but this is the most accurate. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind, should old acquaintance be forgot and Auld Lang Syne, and you know the chorus for Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. I do not like that word, dear. That's not in there. And surely you'll buy your pint cup, and surely I'll buy mine, and we'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. We too have run around the slopes and picked the daisies fine, but we've wandered a many weary foot since Auld Lang Syne. We too have paddled in the stream from morning sun till dine, but seas between us broad have roared since Auld Lang Syne. And there's a hand, my trusty friend, and give me a hand o' thine, and we'll take a right good will drought for Auld Lang Syne. So Then I'll close this out and I'll read you my notes I got today on this. All this to try and make my point. I think if you're listening with your heart, you're getting it anyway, because so in the origins of it, one said 1780 Scotland, and then there was reference to different Scottish words, like the food haggis is made out of sheep entrails, and another verse of Auld Lang Syne and the Low Lang Scot refers to the bagpipe as like sheep, and they're talking about human beings. So the sacrifice and they're invoking Satan with this song on this day. In 1788 through 1796, the ancient language, like I said, was spoken, not sang. And for old time's sake is one of the translations. Old refers to Satan. Preserving the old friendship and looking back over the year. Invoking a sense of fellowship tinged with nostalgia. But why does it tell us to forget our acquaintances, you know? Okay, but the final verse, and there's a hand, my trusty friend. It's addressed to the devil, and this man, and this is Britannica.com. Oh no, that was, excuse me, Scotland.org was, let me see if I got his name. I wrote his name down. The man who, oh, maybe I didn't. The man who first translated it. And then in Merriam-Webster's, a man named Paul Ogata. Auld Lang what? Syne. We twa have paid a lid. Translates, I the burn. And then he's the one that talked about haggis translates to bagpipe braveheart. Weird language, right? There's another man with a website named Jonathan Boucher, Boucher, and old is applied to the devil. Old long since, days gone by, since long ago is Auld Lang Syne. But it does go deeper, like I was telling you. And when they're talking about, and then the same man on Britannica.com, there's oh, I didn't write down his name, but it's over there. He's also got a poem he wrote called Address to the Devil. Oh, Robert Burns, here it is. Duh. Okay, so Robert Burns was the first British man to translate this song, and then it was put to music in 1929. And so that is the correlation of this day with that old, oh yeah, okay, Lowland Scots, ancient, blah, blah, blah. So don't forget they're invoking with a sense of nostalgia. And they get in a circle, and at the end of it, they all come together, and then they laugh when they're singing, well, drink a cup of time, is they're buying Satan more time, basically, is what they're trying to do. They're trying to invoke him and keep him here. And that is the reason for the celebration of Happy New Year. And I grew up with a weirdo adopted mom, she would stay awake till midnight. And now keep this in mind, we lived in the suburbs, and we could see Minneapolis from our house, the skyline. It was, like about a mile and a quarter in or something like that. So here's this woman out in this nice house and whatever, and banging on like barefoot, um, half naked, banging on, well, not really, but lewd, banging on pots and pans at midnight, and we had them little, things, whatever. Um, but it always, even back then, before I knew what the reference was, I thought, lady, what are you doing? This is like almost retarded. And then, when you get with somebody and you have a relationship and you celebrate your new year together, and that's different. But this is way different. So, well, I'm going to send this through. I thought that would interest you. Like I said, I've been thinking about, okay, how do I approach this one? And all I can say is listen to your heart. That's all we can do, is go by our hearts. And um oh, Justin, I showed your video of shh to Doug, and he said right on, right on. He doesn't like SJD's antics and all. In fact, he just doesn't like them. Any of the people that have been disturbing Christians, even though he kind of is a force to be reckoned with, he still doesn't like dirty people, and that's his job, if you see what I'm saying. So, yeah, he said right on, you know. So, okay, everybody, I love you so much. I hope that kind of brought some understanding to that funny feeling we get when we hear this song and why. So, peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Talk to you in a minute.